Welcome back
to the Charles Eoghans experience. Whoa, that's a strong handshake for me. Strong and steady. Man, that's better. That's better. Fucking jab you on the eye.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
What's going on?
Nothing.
You had a match on the weekend. Guys, like and subscribe first and foremost.
Like and subscribe.
Doing a good job. Top left-hand corner, if you're new to listening, get on that Spotify. That will be there. 5-star. That press follow. YouTube.
That would be sick. Mostly YouTube, though.
Mostly YouTube, yeah.
Mostly YouTube. We don't care about Spotify.
Comment on YouTube. Like it. Subscribe to it. Is this camera angle good?
Yeah, you look good.
Yeah, do all that.
All right.
You had a jiu-jitsu match on the weekend.
Oh, yeah. On Saturday, I believe.
Saturday
evening. It was, underwhelming. You know, I feel like there wasn't much actual jiu-jitsu done. There were submission attempts only.
Yeah, flying submission attempts.
But from both of us, all there was submission attempts. There was one tornado sweep attempt, one transition from double outside to 50-50. And that was the entire jiu-jitsu portion of the match.
2-on-1 grips on his leg, trying to pull him in.
Yeah, I almost had a heel hook, to be fair. I should have gone shotgun grip instead of straight footlock grip. And maybe I would have had a better chance at keeping his foot in place and getting the heel.
Fair.
What a shame. That would have been it, really.
Talking to a few people today, it should have been a longer match. It should have been about 15, 20 minutes.
I should have upped the pace definitely from probably about 5 minutes in.
Do you think so?
Yeah, because I wasn't very tired at the end. Yeah, what a shame.
He looked pretty tired.
I don't think he was that tired at the end either.
He's getting a bit frustrated though.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe I should have just stood up and wrestled and accepted what came. I'd like a rematch. That would be good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would like a rematch. Yeah, well.
Do it again.
Yeah, just go again.
Win more decisively.
We go again. Yeah, exactly. Or just have a more decisive,
victory.
Yeah, victory. It depends if I win, right?
Yeah.
Decisive ending.
Decisive ending.
Yeah.
That would be better.
That would be much better. Other than that, some good matches.
Sandro won.
Sandro. Well done to Sandro.
Yeah.
What else? Christian cornered excellently.
Christian Osbeck. Fucking shout out to that guy.
Yeah, people were loving his cornering.
People were talking about him in the comments.
Yeah.
Goat corner man.
Yeah.
He really is the goat.
I saw that. That was sick.
Sandro and I were talking about he really is the goat athlete and corner man.
Yeah.
Unknowingly to the comments as well.
Yeah, some knew, some didn't know.
Now they know.
But if you didn't know, now you know. Christian Osbeck. Don't forget the name.
Yeah. So that's your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, that was basically my thoughts on the match. Not very exciting, in my opinion.
Go again.
And go again, and maybe just got to wrestle. Unfortunately, just got to wrestle. If there's, I don't know who the onus is on, but I'm lying down, so so in a way, I was butt scooting towards him at times. Yeah. So there's that, but then he wouldn't just let me butt scoot under him. He'd circle away. But either he could pull guard or I could stand up. Basically, that was the two ways to make that match more entertaining. And
yes,
next time I'll stand up.
Do some wrestling.
Yeah, just do some wrestling. Even if I get taken down repeatedly, which I probably wouldn't, but even if I got taken down repeatedly, at least I might get something off the takedown. Rather than it just being like an attempt and then complete resetting and disengaging.
That's true.
Speaking of, we got a question.
Okay, let's start that. What a great segue.
Yeah, thanks. Following Ethan's match, opinions on the smother. I rate it, but Dan Strauss was moaning about it.
Fuck off, Dan Strauss.
Well, my thoughts on the smother. I actually watched that match, and that
was a great match.
I watched the commentating, and I must say I don't see anything wrong with the smother. I think that
it's going to get you to do something.
Also, saying that Ethan was stalling when he was in top mount
is retarded. Trying
to basically smother someone on the bottom, which is a submission attempt.
Yes.
And not saying that Nathan Orchard was stalling by just shelling up on the bottom in bottom mount and pulling bottom mount is folly. I reckon that
fucking stupid in better words.
Could have, clearly Ethan wasn't stalling and Nathan was stalling. Or not stalling, but just doing his very best to survive and not win.
Ethan's he's trying everything.
He's trying everything.
He's okay, this isn't working. I'm going to try and smother.
If you're going to complain about anyone, basically, it's not the person that's actively going for subs. Seemed to be a theme.
Yeah.
Seemed to be. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was my thoughts. I thought smother was pretty good, and yeah, like they said, you wouldn't mind smother choking someone with your chest, so why not do it with your hands? Yeah. It's all the same, as long as you don't put your fingers in their eyes. And even then, we like that. We like fingers in the
chili
eyes.
in the eyes, yeah.
Yeah, chili in the eyes. If anyone's got any chili jam, guys, just try applying a little bit in the morning on your eyes.
Or the fingernails.
Yeah.
Before you go to jiu-jitsu.
I haven't been a doctor for that long, but that's what I would recommend as a doctor.
Okay, so we like the smother.
We like the smother, yeah. I mean, as long as it's not happening to us. But yeah, if someone's smothering you, just escape. Just stand up.
Yeah.
Simple.
There you go.
There you go. All right, then. Good question. Let's have a next one. Prep. Nah, let's not have this. It was prep / game plan for comp, but we've just done that. We've done that forever.
We've done that for like 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Go back and listen to our 2 previous podcasts, and you'll hear about Owen's prep for the match he just had. Honestly, the weeks before, you get it.
Both. You'll get it. You'll understand.
It
was English, to be fair. What will it take to bring the standard of UK BJJ up to US / Brazil standard? Charles, anything to say on this? Weights wise, more work on the J point.
Weights wise, it's tough. You just need like.
Would you say the Americans are more powerful and?
No, I think it's just the way they do camps and the way their teams run. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's say look at Gordon Ryan's team. Look at New Wave B team. There's like a hub of just excellent grapplers together.
Yeah. Fighting
each other every day. Same for AOJ. Like, all those guys are just, even though it's gi, we don't talk too much about gi. But if you look at those guys just dominating and Atos, you just need a hub of really good grapplers together all the time with like some coaching around, I think.
Basically, yeah. And also they've done it for longer. Grappling obviously was born in North England in the Snake Pit in Wigan, but since then, it hasn't really spread as much as it did in Brazil and America. But yeah, literally the first ever instance of people grabbing each other, Wigan, the Snake Pit.
Really?
Yeah. You see it in hieroglyphs and stuff.
Sick.
In Wigan. That's a fact.
There we go. So that's the answer. I would say more like, do you think it's coming out in the UK?
Yeah, it is coming up. Yeah, that's all I'm saying is it needed more time. Now we have, Roger's lineage.
Yes.
So it's going to create a lot of good grapplers and so on, and eventually it'll level out once everyone's had roughly the same amount of time.
Instructionals help too.
Instructionals, yeah. Those are good.
Yeah. Shout half butterfly. Yeah, by aunts.
By mine.
That's true. I think you need good training facilities where all these like good grapplers congregate and they train together, they have coaching, and they just like all trying to fucking get better at the same time.
London.
Like London, yeah.
Croydon.
Fucking
love Croydon. So yeah.
Interesting, so we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. I believe we'll. Well, they've also got bigger populations, both of them. So, I mean, there's just like they've got 10 times more population or something. So, the chance of them having people who are good is 10 times higher.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say.
And they also have wrestling in schools. Do you think that makes a big difference?
That makes a huge difference, mate. Although people that are really good at pure wrestling will just do pure wrestling, won't they?
It's true. They won't go to jiu-jitsu.
They're not going to do jiu-jitsu.
No.
So yeah, you don't have to worry about the super elites, I guess. Do you do any specific ankle stretching and strengthening to make you unfootlockable? Well, no. You'll find that everyone's footlockable.
Everybody.
Unless it's already broken, then maybe you can get away with it. But yeah, everyone's footlockable. It's like saying, do you do arm stretches to stop you getting armbarred?
It's so true.
It's not going to happen, buddy.
I'm actually putting out a reel because shout out Shane Curtis. He was asking me about ankle flexibility stuff. Yeah. And obviously, we've done some of the stuff, but we don't do it frequently at all. Yeah. You already have excellent foot and ankle mobility. Yeah. I'm going to put out a reel this week for plantar flexion, dorsiflexion, but I also prefaced at the start of the video, this will not help your leg lock defense whatsoever.
Dorsiflexion will. Sorry, plantar flexion will.
Like, not whatsoever, but like, if your technique is shit, you're still going to get fucking leg locked.
To some extent, you've seen Christian defend leg locks, just toe point really hard and most people don't know what to do.
That's true.
Literally, just really strong
toe
plantar.
Pointing.
And most people just can't do anything.
Strong calf, strong ankle joint.
Yeah. And that's it.
Point.
Yeah, and just toe point really hard and people won't be able to heel hook you.
That's what he does. That's literally what Christian Osbeck does.
Yeah. I mean, after a ridiculous amount of ankle mobility, like look at Ashley Williams, unheel hookable.
He's got like his foot just goes straight, doesn't it?
Yeah, just flat down like that. So, yeah, I'll watch that video. Watch the video, guys. Rate, like, and subscribe on that video.
Mateusz Jasinski, he'd still. Do you reckon he would foot like Ash Williams? Yeah.
Fuck, I'd like to see that. Yeah, he might straight footlock him, but I don't know how you're gonna straight footlock him because it's already bent so far. But Mateusz, he'll find a way to break it. He always does.
Does a tough match against Jed.
He's a good breaker of limbs.
Do you want to speak about that?
Yeah, can do. I mean, what is there to say really? He just showed us some footlocks in the bit before, and and he's very good at them. What can I say? He's teaching leg lock camps around Europe. Like, if you can't make one of mine,
go to Mateusz.
Go to his.
He's got one.
Even if you can,
go on in Poland. You're teaching there too.
Oh yeah, we're doing a leg lock camp later in Poland. That'd be great.
What's the date of that?
Don't know. It's in August, late August. So yeah, if you want to see me, Mateusz, break my foot, then that's where to go.
That's the camp.
Yeah, because
he'll be he's got a leg lock camp in June as well. He'll be on the pod actually. Mateusz is coming on end of June for the pod.
See, what is he coming to London?
Yeah.
Nice.
I've told you this.
Yeah, you said that he's doing another camp. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, next question. So yeah, you can't really become unfootlockable. Is the long and short of it?
Long and short.
The long and short. Yeah, basically.
What questions are we ignoring here?
But you can get pretty close to unfootlockable, and then if you can still get knee barred basically, or you can still get toe holded. It's just I guess. Depending how flexible your foot is, probably some things will be easier and some things will be harder.
Yeah. Best time of day to take creatine. I mean, we've spoken about this before. It doesn't matter. Around the time of exercise, take it whenever you're going to be most consistent with it. For me, that's in the morning. That's same for you.
Yeah.
I just take it first thing in the morning. Glass of water. That's it. Done.
It
doesn't fucking matter that much.
And you get stronger and bigger brain off of it.
You really do.
Yeah.
There we go. That's
apparently bigger brain is. Not true. More strong the brain, more strength in the brain,
smarter,
more lifts,
more smart brain
rep. Okay.
What else we got?
Finishing from 50-50, the way you show in your instructional versus Jason Rao style with the reap. Well, I'm just copying what Jason Rao does right now, so I guess I've got to release another instructional soon.
Give us some details.
So, I'm pretty sure he means like Jason Rao does the thing where you like come on top and stop your partner from re-rolling. From 50-50. Like, I don't know what he means by reap because you're in cross.
There's no reaps.
There's not really a reap, is there? Maybe bringing the second leg to the inside, but yeah, I don't really get it. So maybe what he means is the coming on top thing. Although I haven't seen his whole 50-50 instructional, but I had his Patreon, so I think he's talking about...
He's saying you do it differently?
Yeah, he's saying I do it differently.
What parts do you do differently?
I don't even remember that DVD. I'm not going to lie. Like, I made that a little while ago, so
okay.
Yeah, I don't exactly know what he's talking about. I've definitely changed how I do 50-50 since then though. So
what have you changed?
Everything, basically everything. I couldn't even list it, but just it's all small details and all of them are changed. So
got it.
I would just go with Jason Rouse because his is more up to date. Simply
his Patreon. Shout out Jason Rouse.
Yeah, his 50-50 DVD. Haven't even watched it, but I can fully recommend it. What a man! Good performance on the weekend too.
Yeah, he beat Matty Holmes.
Yeah.
With an odd finish.
Yeah. It was an armbar, and it looked pretty good. And then
he slipped out and he goes, "Go and fucking break it."
And then
that was the verbal tap.
And that was the verbal tap. That was great. Really, we should get Matty on the podcast to talk about it.
Yeah,
that would be beautiful. Okay. Anyway, I'm sure he's very upset. All right. Thoughts on Meregali not wanting to compete in IBJJF anymore? You?
I don't care.
I mean, don't care per se, but it is a question sent into our podcast. maybe we should answer. Let's not necessarily though, because we all ignore a lot. All right, for me, I just think, why would you compete if you're
not getting
for
paid.
Free if you're not getting paid? Yeah, fuck that. No
Fair
way.
Play. Yeah, he's got a point. I think what he's trying to do is draw. What he's trying to do, in my opinion, is draw the best athletes from IBJJF, GI, to other platforms to fight him.
To get paid.
Yeah, to get paid. So he's actually trying to pave the way as much as like people are like, oh fuck him, he's just following Gordon Ryan. He's trying to pave the way for gi athletes to get paid money, whereas IBJJF does not pay them money.
Yeah,
that's what I think he's doing. He's just trying to get, like, he's obviously the best, and he's always he consistently wins matches. And with the recent worlds, would he have beaten Victor Hugo? Probably. I think he's beaten him before.
Yeah.
So by him not being there, puts a question mark on that, being like, but Meregali wasn't there. So he's just trying to draw some people away. Will it work? I don't know. I think
definitely a better idea though.
Huh?
It's definitely a better idea.
It's definitely the right idea. But now you just need some of those guys to be like, okay, fuck yeah, let's fuck IBJJF and let's do that instead. And then you just start a movement.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could be. That's just my opinion.
I mean, he could do both, but I guess he just, by competing for free. I mean, if you're good at something, charge for it. So if he's competing for free, then he may as well just get paid for it for the same thing on somewhere else. So
exactly.
Yeah, it's just a economic loss if you compete for free when you could be getting paid a lot. And that's how I see it too. I'm not going to let someone try to injure me for free. Unless it's like a grappling industries and then they're never going to injure me. But
yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. It's like
the more danger, the more money, please.
It's so true because IBJJF makes a fucking fortune.
Yeah.
They make so much money. To enter a competition, it's like $250.
So admirable.
And they don't pay their athletes, especially at the black belt top level world champion level. They should pay some of those athletes, I think.
Big business brains on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the IBJJF for that.
I think, so in my opinion, I think Meregali, he's just trying to start a movement to get gi guys better money. He's literally trying to do that.
Fair play.
And this is what I think we're
Y'all should
seeing.
be thanking him.
Yeah.
Fair play.
It just needs a couple of guys to go over and be like, yeah, you know what? Fuck yeah. Like Victor Hugo be like, okay, cool, I'll go fight you in a whatever match in gi.
I don't even know the names. I know Eric Muniz, Victor Hugo, Tainan Dapra, Jansen Gomez. That's all I know.
That's it.
That's all the people I know.
Fionn Davies.
Yeah. She won. Well done to her. Congratulations.
Shout out Fionn Davies. Well done.
Two-time world champion.
World champ.
Two-way world champion. Probably the same weight though, isn't it? Anyway, I've run out of questions. Go on, you got to whip your phone out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Get it.
Okay.
I had too many stories, so nobody saw my question post.
They didn't get there in time.
No one asked any questions.
I didn't get many questions.
Really?
To be honest, no, not
Why?
much.
Whee.
Story
Go on,
lows.
the
Story
lads.
views were low.
Sick, man.
Good algorithm. Stupid question. How do you understand / know how to recover? If you wake up fucking tired and you go into training and you start training and you stay really tired and you can't perform to what you think would be your optimal levels or a good session consistently week on week or day on day, then you're definitely under recovered. You would benefit from taking a day to a week off, recover, sleep, refuel, and then go train again. Yeah. If you're just consistently feeling like shit, and
how do you rest?
How do you? The question.
That was the question.
I don't know. I don't know if that's what he was asking. Like,
how?
Don't know if it's how do you understand how / know to recover? Okay. Well,
how do you understand to recover? Let's answer that one first.
How it works.
How do you understand to recover?
Bro, you need to sleep. Like, you need to fucking get really good quality sleep. If you keep sleeping...
Blackout blinds.
It's
about that time of year again. We're just getting them installed now, today, as I speak.
Sick.
The man's in the house. Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
It really makes a big difference.
It does.
Blackout blinds, sleep mask. Gotta get a sleep mask. I've got 3 of them. And I cycle through. Because I'll take one off in the middle of the night. And I just forget about it. And I wake up for a brief period of time. Then I just grab my other mask and put that on. No low disruptions.
Sick, man.
Admirable.
That's wow.
Anyway, sleep mask. Oh, how to recover? Like, sleep is number 1. Then nutrition. Are you hitting your protein targets? Are you eating enough calories?
Water.
Drink hydration.
Lots of water till your pee is clear.
No, that's terrible advice.
And keep wiping until there's no brown. That's good advice.
That's great. Drink.
And don't lie to us either.
Don't lie. Was it? Anyway,
If there's streaks, it's a no.
30 milliliters per kg of body weight is your minimum standard. 30 milliliters per kg of body weight is your minimum standard of water per day. And then I actually just did a reel on this. Watch the fucking hydration.
Do you keep
reel.
drinking till your pee is clear then?
It doesn't matter too much. It's a poor indication because you could piss yellow and just having drunk like a liter of water, and you'd be like, "Fuck, I'm dehydrated." Yes, very very roughly, if your piss is
for days. If your piss is consistently yellow
for days
rather than consistently clearish,
then you're not drinking enough water.
Yeah, you need more.
But
water.
then you could be, if you're drinking lots of water and your pee is like, let's say like yellowish, you could be drinking certain supplements like vitamin C supplements, and you're just pissing that out. Protein sometimes. Yeah, I mean, look,
Protein.
30 milliliters per kg body weight is your minimum standard. Then whatever you sweat out in training, weigh yourself before, weigh yourself after, times that by 1.2, get that in. So like recovery, I feel like recovery should be pretty fucking straightforward. If you're doing too much, you're feeling exhausted, like cut some sessions down.
Don't drink.
Boozing.
Don't drink on your recovery days.
Yeah,
otherwise you won't recover so well.
Your sleep will be terrible.
Genius.
There is so much data. There's so much data on alcohol and sleep because of whip. Yeah, it fucks up your sleep. Like one drink will like decrease your recoverability.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Can't even have a glass of wine in peace these days.
Not good.
No.
Not good. Anyway,
it's been bad.
Next question. Options on the Mike Mensa one set intensity model for BJ. Mate, just fucking once like work at 2 to 4
Mensa.
sets of exercises, 5 to 15 reps. One set of exercise is just not enough. It's not enough volume. I don't care, Mike Mensa. It's just not enough.
Metza.
Just Metza, whatever his name is. Train 2 to 3 times a week. Do exercises for 2 to 4 sets, between 5 to 15 reps, between
You can make a whole job out of that.
7 to 9 RPE. Just do that.
Just do that.
Squats.
Squad.
We've said it enough times.
We've said it enough times. We can say it again though. Imagine you're a first-time listener and you haven't heard it 30 times before.
And then prioritize your movement patterns. I can't wait to do some plyometrics.
I can't wait, man.
That'll be sick.
I've been actually thinking about it.
Huh?
Been thinking about it.
No, you haven't. Don't fucking lie to me.
Sorry.
So what we'll do, the session will run like this. We'll come in. We'll do like a very like aggressive warm up. We'll do warm up. Then we go straight to plyometrics. That'll take 5-10 minutes, and then we get into our session. Plyometrics is actually really good to warm up with because it stimulates our nervous system. It gets everything fired up.
Gets us cooking.
Gets us cooked up.
I fucking
for
love
us,
cooking.
ready to lift.
Meth.
But yeah, one set for intensity. If you're really short for time, you're like, fuck, I don't have any. Like, I've literally got 15 minutes to lift. Even then, I would still try and get 2 sets of every exercise in. Maybe 1 mega set of like accessory arm work, like 20 to 30 reps of arms.
A mega set.
A mega set. Yeah,
I would start calling them that.
Mega set.
One mega set.
But for the other stuff, no. Just do more volume. Just do more. 2 to 4 sets. That's my recommendation.
There you have it.
You can only
qualified
have
recommendation.
I have 0 qualifications.
I have 1.
We got
Lambda GCSE drama.
I've got a Bronze Duke of Edinburgh.
I have a criminal record.
Nice.
I actually don't.
You can only have 1 meal for the rest of your life. What are you choosing? Tran plus protein shake.
I can answer this for you. Rice cake with jam and ham and peanut butter and a little bit of salt on top and butter.
Beautiful. That's the meal. Favorite whey protein brand with least additives that I can buy from Canada?
For me, it would be cereals. Go on, sorry.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear your answer. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that was your answer. Yeah. For me, cereals.
What cereal?
All of them.
Any kind of cereal.
Any kind of cereal, but it has to be with
Lucky Charms.
Yeah, gold top milk. No, I can't. As in, it has to be a variety of cereals. If it could only be one cereal, I'd probably have to choose.
Got you that.
Porridge.
You get so bored of that.
If you're not allowed to customize it whatsoever, it would have to be Curiously Cinnamon. And if it wasn't allowed to be cereals, it would have to be my famous bolognese. It's famous. Pretty much.
I've heard about it.
Yeah, there you go.
Sick.
That's two people.
Favorite whey protein brand. Any whey protein is good. Least additives. Just, I don't know. Just Google search.
MyProtein.com.
No, because she lives in Canada. Just look up like whey protein isolate and find the one with best reviews around you.
Is MyProtein not available in Canada?
I don't think so. It's an English company.
That's crazy, brother.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to our YouTube channel because we didn't answer these last time.
Oh,
I'm going to look up.
That's fantastic.
We've got
comment questions.
Yep. We need to answer these because then it's going to...
I get people messaging me questions all the time, but by the time we get here, I've forgotten.
No, but so tell them to do YouTube.
I tell them what to write on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, I tell them just to write in the question box. But
do you think it's a good idea to keep working on the same sequences over and over, even if your training partner know it's coming? For example, bottom half guard.
Yes. That is exactly when you should do it.
Yep.
Yeah, so basically, it's good to have training partners who you train with all the time because you can get deeper into the sequences. If it's just fresh people, you might get more variety of reactions, but you won't get like deep reactions. Like you won't get, okay, so today he's worked out that I'm doing this, so he's going to do this. And then you have to do something slightly different the next day, or like you have to make sure you get this detail right because this time he's doing a certain escape that requires this detail to prevent it. So I think doing the same, like doing specifics on people that know what you're trying to achieve, as long as you have a broad variety of techniques to choose from. If they're just like, let's say you're in mount and you're trying to work a head and arm and people keep turning belly down, obviously that's a shame that you have to just take their back and finish them. But that's why it's good to train with the same person all the time, because eventually they'll learn not to turn belly down. Eventually they'll learn to stay facing you, and then you can start doing your head and arms.
There you go.
You know,
so you got to keep adjusting.
Yeah, so you have to keep adjusting tiny little bit at a time as they adjust, and that's how they'll get much better at defending, and you'll get much better attacking as a result. So yeah, just going against fresh noobs all the time is good because it kind of tests your sharpness on a broad variety of moves, but good to have training partners who are your level who are also improving at the things that you're, like the opposite of things you're improving at.
Yeah, so you're going to be trying to improve your offense, they're going to improve their defense by reactions.
Yeah, and vice versa. And it's also like a graded exposure because like, let's say someone's just started working on their guillotines and you've just started working front headlock defense. Like at the start, maybe they catch you once and you escape once, and probably you'll stay about the same, like 50-50 each time, but
over time.
But yeah, as in, even over time, but over time you've both improved quite a lot. So it's not about your improvement relative to the other people in the room. It's about your improvement relative to however many months ago.
You're on your own journey.
Yeah, man. Buy my stuff.
Great plug. Good timing on that. Good timing on that plug.
Yeah, buy my stuff, my DVDs.
Yeah, buy my stuff. Yeah, okay, cool. That's a good answer.
Good question, man. We should subscribe to him instead.
Yep. How to deal with super stocky, compact, short-limbed, no-neck grapplers. Like Danny DeVito, knee cutting all over you. I'm thinking of maybe working the shoulder crunch or just wrestling being super heavy on the head. Super stocky people, no neck.
I like butterfly guard against these.
Why?
Because your hooks are... Well, I'm kind of longer. Well, let's assume that you're taller and longer than them. They're gonna have trouble. I mean, you could also do outside. To be fair, like it shouldn't be harder if they're much smaller. It'd be harder to get subs though, but
because of their neck,
it should be easier to get angle and all this kind of stuff on them. Maybe it's harder to play inside position though because they've got little legs. So if you play like berambolos and that sort of stuff and close guard, then that might work very much in your favor. You know, K guard maybe as well, because it doesn't really require any inside position. But if you do get your butterfly hooks inside, I reckon it would be very hard for them to deal with them because they might not have the range to clear the hooks so easily. That's my thinking anyway. You could probably say the reverse, that they can pummel their legs in easier as well because they've got short legs.
Danny DeVito, yeah.
Danny DeVito, although if they're actually obese, then it's probably easier to just wait for diabetes to kick in. That'll be it.
So we've got K guard, close guard.
And Delahiva Berambolas.
Berimbolos.
Yeah, I like
the
those.
length and the reach you'll get on the berimbolo to pull them in.
And your legs to like, get the deep De La Riva hook. If you've got really, really long legs, it'll be hard for them to step up and over it.
That's true, because they'll just be kind of like, never get that.
Trapped. Folly. What else? I'm trying to think. Probably when you get to their back as well, it's going to be a lot easier for you to maintain angle on them.
Yeah, and the body lock. If they're stocky, though, it's tough.
What, body lock from top?
I think it's a back.
Oh, yeah, for body triangle,
Body
triangle. Exactly, yeah. If you get the body triangle on someone like that, I mean, it's going to be pretty hard for them to escape, I reckon, because they're so small.
And the neck, bridging.
Stocky neck, yeah, you got to pull their head back to try and get them from here to here, like open their head out.
Watching Gordon Ryan, Andre Galvao, obviously he collected the arm at that point though, but Galvao's like super shouldered up.
Yeah,
He's fishing.
Yeah, like Galvao's chin is by his like
pec,
sternum basically.
Yeah,
and his shoulders by his
and he's like
temple.
He's like arm on the face, bridging in.
Yeah,
so he gets that hand underneath,
and then pummeling under. Yeah. I mean, if they're really stocky, it's just hard to finish them. To be honest, that's just.
It's the reality.
I mean, yeah, that's the reality. The more ball shaped they are, the fewer submissions there are. I mean, you've got to basically break something off of the torso, or you got to choke them, which is basically the same thing as pulling someone's neck off the torso. But
that's tough. Tough to get chokes on these guys because you got to kind of get through the chin.
Exactly. Or if you just shape like a sphere, that's all. Like the shorter your limbs are,
bowling ball,
the less leverage there is to break it. That's a fact, Jack. It is Jack, isn't it?
Less sphere. That's a good answer. All right.
Sick. Any more from this fella?
Favorite strategy or combo to play from reverse De La Riva?
So, well, I'm always trying to invert from reverse De La Riva. That should be your number one threat. Get behind them, because then you can enter the back. You can enter backside fiddy, backside saddle. You can also enter with only like half inverts. You can also do like a fake back take back to a leg lock, or vice versa. You can do leg locks to force the back exposure. There's also some arm bars you can hit, like, and it's got good entries to K guard. Let's say you're reverse De La Riva, you try to reach for one leg and then they bring their other leg in to try and like high step out. A lot of the time I'll just go straight to K guard expecting a high step. There you have it. Yeah.
And then you get the hands to floor from there.
And then well, when you go K guard, I guess you want to try and off balance them as much as possible, but basically just enter in the 50-50 and working from there. Enter the 50-50. Enter the system. That's a good name.
Enter the system.
Yeah.
You don't have to take that. Yep. Okay, here we go. This is good on K guard.
Oh yeah.
When you do K guard entry on standing opponents, do you just throw in a regular backside 50-50 hook, or do you ever look to get an upgraded foot position, like going straight into double 50 as you enter?
So if they're standing, so sometimes I've been going to double 50 straight away, but in doing so, you almost lose a bit of tightness on the primary leg, because your legs aren't really triangled around their first leg. So what I've been doing more so now is just trying to get people's hands to the floor first and then entering the double 50. So like,
because their legs are lighter.
Yeah, hands to the floor. Yeah, because then they can't really sprint away so easily. And I guess it's the fact that they hand fight your legs and they run away at the same time, which makes it difficult. So hands on the floor makes it hard for them to hand fight your legs. So, and then you can throw in your 50-50 and then your double 50, and it'd be much harder for them to defend from that position.
Off balance first.
Yeah, I think, well, anyway, because I'm training with Sylvie, I get, sometimes varied reactions, but basically when I try it on Sylvie, it used to work going double 50, but now he understands to just like stay stood up as long as possible, and then like as he's putting his hands to the floor from double 50, like where it's hard to balance from double 50, right? But as he's putting his hands to the floor, he'll just do like a big spin and fight the legs all in one go. And it's very hard to stay sticky, so maybe better to put his hands on the floor and pull his primary leg in really hard and then throw the double 50 hook in, and then it'll be harder for them to
we should get some video footage of this.
Fight. Yeah, I'll have to. I actually probably do have some, but it's just like I've got too many videos on my phone. Really, I can have a little scroll.
Submission grappling.
I'll have a scroll and get back to you.
Yeah. Let's actually try and do that.
Too many videos. On my phone. But yeah, basically, I think getting partners' hands to the floor first, and if they're and if you don't manage to get their hands to the floor, then you should just go to normal 50-50 and try and like tip them left and right until you can control the second leg and take them over. So yeah, control both legs. That's the key.
Sick.
Love that question, man. Whoever you are, keep training.
I think he asked the Jason Rao as well, because it says, do you have to bring a reaching leg in?
Keep training.
Keep training harder.
Keep training, man.
What are your thoughts on float passing? Do you think it's still as effective?
I think it's good to get into tight passing. I think at this stage, no one's really getting past cleanly from the float passing. It's going to be, you do the float passing and then people realize they're probably at some point they're taking too much pressure and they just like give up a half guard, and then you start working the half guard passing. So float passing is a good segue from, to be fair, I wouldn't even go directly into it, but let's say you get off balance from a smash position and your weight's already above them, you pummel your legs back to the inside. That's the kind of time I'll use float passing, but I'm not just going to like walk into people
and try and go from there, passing.
Otherwise, actually, to be fair, if someone's playing shin on shin and I just feel like I can't get to a half guard because they keep pummeling their outside leg in, like I physically can't get my knee to that side of their body for like a knee cut pass.
Use some float passing, switch to hips in.
Yeah, then I'll do the float passing just to get my foot to the inside. Then I'll change sides and just start sprawling on that knee.
Then we go back to the sprawl pass. Back to the
sprawling, which is going very well. Someone asked that the other day and I didn't want to talk too much about it, but basically sprawl passing is going very well. I might release a little Insta clip of that, just me sprawling on people, but
just do that.
Sped up though, because it's really, most of it is just sprawling on people and waiting for their hip flex to get tired, but it's really satisfying.
That video we put up of the sprawl passing did really well. Good details.
Yeah, people fucking love it. It's not even our idea.
No.
Shout out Max
Armstrong.
Yeah, good videos too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been using it a lot. It's great. It fits in very nicely with everything. Big fan. Gordon Ryan, eh?
I was trying some today.
Good grappler.
Got some good passing.
Yeah. I just find it very satisfying when you do pass. They're so fucked.
Yeah.
Like when you eventually pass, they're just like, fuck. Just like they're just using their arms basically and facial expressions to stay alive.
And their legs are fucking tired.
Yeah.
Also, quick detail, like as you're sprawling on that leg, with the other hand, you'll just keep trying to bring that in so you've got space for this knee to come in.
The bottom leg.
Yeah.
You're trying to just monitor the bottom leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, and push it between your legs. Yeah.
Got it. So you shove it down so you can...
Yeah, you just block it and then you don't shove it. You just block it between your legs and clear. And once you have it cleared, then you just walk back to center, keeping it cleared until both their knees are pointing away from you. And then you can just take your arm out from around their butt and over the top to the hip. Or if they turn back to face you, then you stuff the knee inside.
Details.
They'll get it. They won't get it.
We'll get there.
Someone will get it. Maybe. Maybe.
Hopefully one of you listeners got that.
Depends how many views we have.
Yep. This podcast, we've got some good views. Like and subscribe, guys. Remember, if you've been to this far in the podcast and you haven't liked and subscribed yet,
like and subscribe.
Maybe every podcast will have like and subscribe really softly.
Like and subscribe. We could just get a crowd to say it. Like and subscribe.
Can you give your thoughts on the benefits of free compound weights, requires stability versus machines?
We've done that. We love machines. We love free weights.
Yeah, but this is good. Lowest stimulus to fatigue ratio, e.g., like back squats versus hack squats. Sure, you can run into you can do higher rep stuff on machines than you can on on bigger compound lifts. E.g., if you're on a leg press or a hack squat machine, you could definitely go higher reps without your lower back failing first, versus barbell back squats because you require more core stability and the whole infrastructure is working significantly harder on a back squat versus leg press or hack squats or leg extensions, etc. So let's say you come in, someone's really fucking tired, you have machines available, by all means you could use the machines, but I'd have them in anyway. I would cycle through them.
Rings?
Get those rings. Love the gymnastic
Love the rings. Good exercises on them. You sort of swing.
Wow, this guy's been talking about K-guard for a while.
Big fan.
Here we go. I actually said I'd answer this and I didn't. That was 2 weeks ago. What are your thoughts on Paul Sardino, Carnivore MD guy? He's not actually strict carnivore. What do you think about his dietary advice? He's the guy that goes to supermarkets and says Diet Coke is the worst thing for you ever, or like beer is making you fat, or Paul Sardina, Carnivore MD. Fuck those guys, man. I mean, he's talking about like eating his way is great, like steak, fruit. But him talking like shitting on vegetables is just fucking retarded. Like vegetables are good for you. Check out Lane. Yeah, no,
shits on vegetables.
He's literally like kale is literally shits on them. Yeah, in supermarkets. He's like kale is really bad for you. All these phyto things and like talks about pesticides and fuck off, man. Like go follow Lane Norton. He actually is a scientist and is fucking smart. Paul Sardino, whatever the fuck his name is, MD, has an MD in like psychology, not nutrition.
They're not even nice.
He's literally not a nutrition scientist or has done like any like conclusive research.
He doesn't have any qualifications.
He doesn't, like me, has no qualifications. But he calls himself MD.
Prick. Does he actually?
Yeah, he does.
We should do that. He has
an MD in like psychology or something.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But the thing is though, he'll be like, oh, Diet Coke is really bad for you because of the aspartame, and you know, like, mate, the study showed like they gave a rat like 1,000 times the dose of aspartame, and like the rat got cancer and like died. Like DCs and all these things with artificial sweeteners. If your diet is 80% pretty fucking good, fruit, veg, whole grains, rice, potatoes, and you eat all those good foods,
you'll live to at least 50.
You'll live to at least you'll live to at least 50, and just fucking have like enjoy your fucking life. I hate people who are who
why do all this? What are you saving yourself for?
Yeah, like
when you're like 90 and you can finally have a can of Coke and you just fucking die.
Just die of cancer immediately. Like just get a fucking life. Like all these, like him talking about beer and making you fat. Honestly, the what makes you fucking fat and overweight is eating too many calories, seed oils, artificial sweeteners, insulin, like all that shit. That doesn't make you fucking fat.
Yeah.
What makes you fat is eating more calories than you're burning. That is facts. That's it. So if you want to fucking
simple,
what I recommend you do, huh?
Simple chemistry, isn't it?
It is simple. It's just fucking
entropy, whatever it's called.
It's Stephen Hawking sharp.
I fucking love him. I love his hands.
Yeah,
man.
He's good. He's great. Greatest book.
The question mark kick, not kick, but you know, hand
finger
signal.
Anyway, what do I think of the Carnivore MD? Like, he doesn't eat carnivore, he eats fruits. Yeah, great. Like, eating a variety of fruits with good quality meat is fantastic. For BJJ guys, you need to understand, you need to fucking eat carbohydrates. Again, we've talked about this on many podcasts. 30 to 90 grams of carbohydrates before training. When you finish training, at least 1 gram per kilogram of carbohydrates. Like every 1 to 2 hours post-training until you need to go train again. Don't fuck around with that. Go try do carnivore diet and go train jiu-jitsu. Fucking tell me how well you do. You'll do shit because you have no fucking energy.
Let's talk about autophagy.
Autophagy, where your body starts burning fat as its primary fuel source.
Autophagy.
So what he's talking about?
It is? I don't know.
That's what they say about ketosis.
When you fast, right, and your body starts eating up all the bad. Oh, I saw an Instagram clip that was like
the James Smith one.
It was a different one. It was some guy who's always saying like, basically just. It's like woke logic.
Like gorilla. Oh, you sent me this. Yeah.
And it was something like, what was it again? He said that your body, when you do autophagy, your body eats up all the
fat cells, so you get
and
less
the
fat.
Fat cells hold water.
It's not true.
It was. I can't remember what he said. It was.
Listen,
terrible.
All these fucking idiots online being like, who are really dogmatic. Don't trust really dogmatic people. If you want to follow people who have good, sound nutrition advice, shout Fight Dietitian.
He had a teardrop tattoo.
Shout out Lane Norton. Follow those guys who are actually putting in proper research.
Actually get paid for it.
They actually get paid
They're
for
not
it.
just going on free podcasts.
They put Jordy did.
True that.
Jordy did. Fight Dietitian came on ours.
But that's not all he does.
It's not all he does. He's working with the top UFC fighters in the world and getting them fucking results. Like, you just need to understand that if you do jiu-jitsu or any kind of combative sports, hydration and carbohydrates is you need to be fueling with those. You have to be. And if you do a carnivore diet or intermittent fasting or try and fast before you train, it's going to be a fucking shit session. I would say.
Unless, about 40 minutes in, it'll start being shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You're sacrificing the duration of the session for the comfort of not being full at the start of the session. But anyway, when you do the warm up and like the techniques and stuff, even if you just had a fat bolognese, you're still gonna have digested it enough by the time the lesson starts.
Yeah, but then it also goes into like fueling strategies before, like having a big fat bolognese is not an ideal fueling strategy.
To be fair, like, you get away with it.
You will. You're used to it now. Most people won't be used to it. They'll be like,
it took me a while.
Start simple. Like start with a rice cake with jam
and
no ham. Just go rice cake and jam to start with,
ham.
or banana, medium-sized banana.
Don't go ham.
A sports drink, some sweets or marshmallows or whatever. Just look at
sweets are good.
Look at the back. Sweets are great. Look at the back label per 100 grams. It'll be like 80 grams of carbohydrates. Have 50 grams of sweets, and that'll be enough to give you some good fuel.
Just have 50 grams of sweets.
Yeah, or the whole fucking bag, as I do.
Yeah. You did actually have my whole bag of Star Mix.
I did, didn't
minus like 8.
I got carried away.
That's why I didn't sub him.
I should have bought you a new one. Anyway, that's my thoughts on Paul Sardinia. I just think he's a fucking charlatan. And I think he's a fucking charlatan. Same as Liver King. I mean, like for normal people, like eating just meat and veg is probably a good idea. Meat, veg, fruit. But Paul Sardinia shits on veg. So fuck that guy. He's a fucking he's a charlatan in my opinion.
How can you shit on veg?
Yeah, it's good for you.
Dr. James Cooper has always said, green cruciferous vegetables are the number one fight against cancer.
They are.
And I believe him now.
BioLane. Check out Lane Norton. That's who you want to check out. Norton. Lane Norton. He fucking debunks all this kind of shit.
It's like a fake Graham Norton.
We'll finish on this question. How would you pass your own guard?
Fuck. Yeah, I'd probably go for the sprawling method. I mean,
tiring you out.
Just tiring me out. Yeah, I'm fully aware of how long my cardio lasts. So if I can just outlast me by 1 second, then I've won. You know, it would have to just be a long grinding. Or
I've only seen one person get past your guard.
Sylvie.
Mark McQueen. Shout out Mark McQueen.
Yeah. Did he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair play. Yeah, Mark McQueen. So yeah, body lock, if you can do that. Or Sylvie sometimes passes with like a blast knee cut to Das sort of thing.
Yeah.
I would say that's just me being tired again. So yeah, tiring.
It's tiring you out.
Tiring me out and then starting to blast knee cut. Yeah.
Shout out Sylvie.
It's a higher risk strategy because you give your legs, but you also tire your partner out over time.
Max.
Yeah, I would say Max is less tiring because Sylvie's stronger and bigger. And Max passes on my right, which is my good side. Sylvie passes on the left, which is his good side.
Leopard.
My shit side.
Like a leopard.
my shit side. Yeah, he does that in wrestling as well. He's right-handed, but he fights left-handed just to be annoying.
Yeah.
Literally.
He just does it to piss people off.
Now
it's his good side.
Not to anger people, but just to win easier, and it works. Most people have no guard on the left hand side, but actually I'm quite grateful to have Sylvie pass on the left because now if people go that way, I have about
many options.
Some options, yeah, some options. But it really shows how hard it is to learn moves because moves that I'm very good at on my right hand side, for example, shin on shin to single leg X on my right hand side. On my left hand side, I'm just still shit at it.
Really?
I get other people with it, but for example, Sylvie, if he passes to my right, it'll be pretty easy for me to get onto the legs somehow. But if he passes to my left, it tends to be very difficult. And
from now on, I'm only going to go to your left side.
Yeah, do it. But I mean, if you go to the J point on the left, it's fine. But he doesn't do that. He goes knee cut on the left. So I don't know what to tell you, mate.
I'll get knee cut on you.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. That's
all right. Cool. I'll see you at training.
That's fun.
Let's go now in front of the camera.
Yeah, let's go.
Do you guys want to see that? We could spar in this room, actually.
You could tap me.
If we get enough likes.
10 times, yeah.
If someone sends us £1,000 in an envelope, we will spar.
If you've listened to it this far and you comment enough, we will sort out a video where you can see our spar.
If you comment...
live.
Just comment, I'm sending £1,000. And send it, and then we'll do it.
This is a good time to wrap this.
Yes,
wrap this podcast.
I'm sure we all agree with that. Back at home with your wife.
Let's get another shameless plug from BJJ Fanatics.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be filming a new DVD. It's going to be, I haven't decided the name yet, but it's going to be on side guard and defending the J point and defending the north-south there. And we're just going to try and systematize, you know, what you're trying to do in these sort of angles. One where they're like here, let's say my 2 p.m., 3 p.m., and then 4 to 6 p.m.
Sick.
Or a.m.
Yeah, you get me with them.
Yeah, do love them. So koi bars, kimuras, leg lock entries,
100%.
arm drags, 100%ers. You know what they call them? That
works every time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Get on that. You'll be filming that. That's
yeah.
It. You got other instructionals, BJJ Fanatics. I've got some strength programs. You should get on them. All these questions that you've been asking, just get on my strength program. Yeah. Get it. If you don't want to join full time, just unsubscribe.
Yeah, man.
Subscribe for a bit, see what the program's about, and unsubscribe. If you really want.
Just leave.
Ultimately, understand that it's going to take a long time to get results, 6 to 12 months. Stay on there for 6 to 12 months, and I guarantee you'll get results. If you don't, I'll give you money back. I will.
Or,
but
if there's terms in 6 to 12 months, testosterone replacement treatment.
Trenbolone.
Yes. That's the one.
Yep. All right. Thanks for coming.
Great,
Owen.
guys. Thanks for lasting this long. Finger in the eyes.
Fingers in the eyes. See you later, guys.